Hello guys, welcome to this week's LMP3 Champ track video. This week we go to the historic Silverstone layout. It's a fun track. I like it a lot more than the new one, but for me at least, and for a bunch of other people I've heard, it is quite rough on tires. So it might be worth exploring if you can get away with taking two tires in the pit stop. I haven't tested it myself yet, so I don't know. But I'll let you know later on because I will test it because I would love some new front tires like halfway through the race if it was possible. So I'll check it out and see if we can make that work. I'm gonna do the same as last week. I fixed my double audio problems, I think, so it will be a bit more watchable than last week. And I'm also using iRacing itself for the chase cam video and just more stuff, so it's easier for me to rewind and slow down to show you some stuff even better. But we'll first check uh, actual raw lap with my telemetry. For some reason, my sim hub didn't pick up, but I still have my gearing in the normal iRacing black box thingy, so you can still check the gearing. Up now, and I'll just let you guys watch the lap raw for first. Yep.
Sector 1 time is good. Sector 2 time is good.
Doing a good job. We've been here in a couple. That we should box lap of the six.
Alright, so that was my fastest lap of the session. As you can see in the fuel calc, it is on low fuel. I had like 2 laps of fuel left. Tires were a bit worn, but I've definitely managed to keep them in a better shape than I was a couple days ago. And the main man I have to thank for that is Sam. I encourage you all to go watch his lap as well. He is still a lot faster than me, but he helped me pick up, I think, like half a second in the last sector alone because I was just doing the last sector all wrong, and I'll point it out in the chase cam stuff where he helped me in what I was doing. So I'll switch over to iRacing now, and we'll have a look. All right, so I'll do another cockpit lap here and talk you through it a little bit. see. This is the... So for T1, I just look at the corner board here, and as soon as you pass it, you dab on the brakes a little bit, and you want to attack the inside curb a lot. I even left a bit too much room in this one. Like you can get away with touching the grass a little bit with your right-hand side tires. It is possible to do this corner in fifth, and when you're lower on fuel. But I just find fourth more consistent. It's just the timing of your downshift, because there is downshift protection, so you need to wait a little bit downshifting. So that's something you should just figure out and practice a little bit. So you come in here, you go past the boards, 40% brake, trail brake a lot, attack the inside curb, and here on the outside, your left tires. You can use this rumble strip, but you can even use this fake grass here. So I left a little bit of time on the board here because I could have trailed out wider, so I didn't take enough speed into this corner. Well, I lost a couple hundreds, but it's a pretty decent line. For this piece, it's a very well-known piece of track, of course. So what you want to do is full throttle, go over this curb, and then it's a slight lift to like 70%, 60 maybe on the earlier stages. And you want to attack this inside a lot. There is an off track somewhere, but you can almost cut all of it. So you want to have your right side tires all the way onto the fake green stuff. And you just keep lifting a little bit. You wanna end up in the middle of the track here. You don't wanna. That's why you're lifting basically, because you don't want to end up on the left side, because you need the space for the next sequence. So here you see. Let me check. So like a couple meters after you run off the curb here, you start braking. Again, 40%, 45%. Because you just basically just wanna dip the nose to get front grip and slow down a little bit. You have to slow down a lot earlier than you think here. Like you think you can uh, like gain a lot of speed through here, but you need to take it a bit easy. Because as we all know by now, here as well, you just want to attack this fake green stuff. You don't want to go too wide. I think this line is perfect, because if you go a little bit further, the middle of your car will touch the ground, it will bottom out, and it will make it slightly unstable, and it's just not good for your lap time or car control. And here you want to, like, instantly when you get off the curb, you want to start slowing down, because this is one of the killer corners for your tires and just for your driving style as well, because the front will just wants to keep understeering. Like it's just how the car is. So what you want to do is you want to brake early, again 40-45%, and you want to just attack the inside. You want your car like all the way through, like basically touching the red and white curb, because otherwise you'll just understeer on exit and you will end up in the grass. So again, like I'm trail braking through this whole phase, and I'm keeping my car on the curb. And if you do this, so it's basically just for me, like if you take this line well, then you can full throttle just before the end of the red and white, and that's what you want, because the exit is everything here, because it's a very long straight. Like, of course, there's a corner here, but it's not really a corner, so it's all full throttle, so you can gain a lot of time by going on throttle here early. Because even now, like I just feel the car understeering. Like I'm almost ending up on the grass. The front is just very understeery in this setup and this track combination. So you just want to aim to go as early on throttle as you possibly can, and the way to do that is to compromise the corner before. Just take that a bit slower. You'll lose like a tenth there, but you'll gain 2-3 tenths back on the straight if you do it correctly. Here as well, it's very easy, but a lot of people tend to forget. A lot of people just kind of follow the curve and they go to the outside here, but just make your the road to the next corner as short as possible, so you stay on the left side here. And then it's all the way into the next corner. Visual references for your braking point at this corner, I have none. Basically, this for me, this is basically a full guess corner of where I'm braking, but I don't really have a problem with that because you can get away with braking very late here. And the reason for that is, okay, let me see where I actually brake. So yeah, it's a good couple, maybe like 20, 30, 40 meters after the corner sign. The reason you can brake very late, so this is a pretty heavy braking zone. You see here like 70%. And you do not want to commit to the corner too early because you want a late apex because the corner narrows up on exit a lot. So what you want to do is just here, you just want to keep going straight, keep going straight. And a good reference here is I start turning, like you see like this little notch in the white line here. That's basically where I start turning in. So you want to turn in late. Want to ignore all this. You want to you are looking for the red and white curb, and that's exactly where you want to apex. Basically, if you take enough speed off and you make the corner as let's see if this is corrected. Yeah, you want to make the corner as shallow as possible, or least shallow. I don't know. You guys probably will know what I mean. So you want a late apex. So again, you can go on throttle very early because again, this is a very long straight because the next corner is flat as well. So it's all about the exit once more. Here is just right the curb. And you guys have to test this out like when you can actually go on full throttle because as I said, this corner narrows up very early and very hard. So it's easy. If you throttle a little bit too early, the front just starts understeering again and you will run off track. So find your throttle point where you're confident. Again, I have a little bit of a plateau throttle here, as I said last week. Throttle, not full throttle yet, just wait till you feel that your tires are fully connecting and the car is actually turning like you want to. Then you go into full throttle. Still, like here, like there's no, like, you can touch the grass a little bit here because there is not like instantly a 1x. But this is basically as wide as you want to run. And then this corner is flat. It's pretty difficult to see where you need to turn in, so I use this shadow and I just turn in a little bit later than that, so I hope that the shadow is there in the race. But we'll see, but it's not bad if you miss it by a meter or something because it's pretty easy to go flat here, so it doesn't matter. So what you want to do, and this is especially a corner where I want to thank Sam because this is where a lot of my tire wear came from. I try to brake very early here and hold on to the apex there and just go around it all. And then I saw Sam's hot lap and he just took it very wide and there's no 1x on the exit. So I started doing that, which gained me quite a bit of time. So thank you for that. So here it's start braking around the bend of the red and white curb. And I still go, like, I saw Sam go really deep, but for some reason that line is not working for me. But I took a little bit of a middle ground, and it works for me. So I'm not holding on to this the whole apex or the whole curb here, which I was doing before. So you can just let your car drift out here. It's fine. Like you don't need to stay there. And of course, as Sam showed, there's no 1x here, so you don't need a lot of steering input, because I was fighting to keep the car in here, and now I'm just letting it drift wide, and that saves a lot of tire, so that's always good. For this next bit, this next kink is flat again. So this is pretty easy. Then we want to keep to the left side of the track. And this is the sequence where I gained most of the time watching Sam's lap, because I was slowing down a lot for this corner to open up the next one. So I was braking very hard. I was keeping to the inside of the red and white curb just to fully open up the next corner. And once I watched Sam's lap, this is where like in this corner alone, I gained like 2/10, I think. So what you want to do is you want to barely want to brake basically, and it's fine to end up in the middle of the track because you gain so much speed by doing that, and you lose a little bit on the other corner after this, but like the trade-off is pretty huge. So this is definitely the way to do it. So as you see here, I dab the brakes a little bit, but it's basically just releasing the throttle a little bit and just letting the car roll through. And as you see here, I end up in the middle of the track. I'm starting to brake for the next corner. Like, this is what you have to do if you do this. Like, you have to brake a little bit earlier here because you are compromising this corner, the next one. So you're in the middle of the track. You want to go to the right a little bit just to open it up. A lot of trail braking just to get the nose in. Again, a throttle plateau of around 55-60% till you feel like you can fully turn. Then it's back to 100%, then 100%. So I was a bit cautious here, I think. Like, that should have been 100%, but yeah, I've just had a bit of understeer, I guess. So make your car as wide as possible here. Again, there is like fake grass here, like a little bit of a rumble strip, which is absolutely fine to use. Just be careful here because it does end here and it's a bit bumpy here. So you want to be braking very early for the next corner because this is the least the corner with the least traction on the whole track for sure. So you want to start braking early. You see here, I'm braking before the red and white ends. Smooth braking. And you want to attack the inside here. Leave it in second gear. I tried short shifting from first to second, but it gives you even less traction. So you just want to go very slow here. That's the best way to describe it. You want to be as smooth and slow as possible basically, just to get around this corner, because you want to ramp up your throttle with the most amount of traction. And I'm sure you all know how traction limited this corner is. So just go slow, just make it through the corner, straighten up your wheel and go and throttle. And then here, so it's fine to end up on the right side of the track because the last corner is understeer hell anyway. It doesn't matter if you open this up or not. It's just a horrible corner. Let's all agree on this. Sam liked to take this all the way around the curb, and it's a viable option for sure. It might be even faster than how I do it, but for me, it's very inconsistent because you get a lot of TC interference, a lot of understeer. So what I like to do is track out a little bit wide here. Not a lot, just half a car's length away from the curb, just to get a bit more, just so I can straighten up the car easier on exit, basically. So I turn back to the apex here, and then what you want to do is you want to go to the throttle, of course, and you want to straighten up your wheel as fast as possible, because this is a lot of TC intervention, a lot of traction loss as well. So you want a straight car as fast as possible and go on throttle as fast as possible. And on exit, so don't be tempted to steer more to the right because you want to make the corner. Just let the car run out wide, just so you have a straight wheel and you can go on throttle easiest. And on exit here, you can use a lot of this. Like, you can even touch a little bit of grass. There is no one. I haven't found a 1x there, so you go really wide to actually get a 1x. And then, of course, it's just sprint to the line. Want to go for your last couple of hundreds, you can drive through the bollards with your right wheels. It's fine, they're not real, it's just graphical. So you could just drive through it. Just a straight line to the finish. Chase lap. Luck you again really along with this one. Straight. So again, turn one, start turning in at the sign. Back the inside a lot. Just a little bit of trail braking to get the nose in. Try going on throttle as early as you can. You can go out all the way over here. Just keep your tires on the dark green stuff and you are fine. So I left a little bit of room here. Next corner, fully flat. Lift off the throttle in this one. Brake. It's the wrong lap. Sorry. Again. So here you go full throttle, lift for the next one, attack the green bit. Here slow down a lot, again attack the green bit, and basically over slow for this one to make sure you hang on to the curb inside, and try throttling out as early as you can. Keep a straight line here till the end. Here you can get away with braking late, turn in late, apex late, and throttle as early as you can. Next corner flat. Then don't go too close here. You can definitely go out further here if you want to, like, or a couple different lines you can take. I kind of took the middle line, but yeah, you should test out what you enjoy the most. There's no 1x here, so you can just go over this. Don't fight the steering too much. This kink is flat. This corner, take a lot of speed into this. Do not want to hang on to the apex. Middle of the track, slow down a lot. There's all the track here. Slow down a lot for this one. Make sure your car is settled. Throttle. This one, just make it around. Straighten up your car as fast as you can and go throttle. And that is your lap around Silverstone Historic. I hope you guys enjoy. I hope you can take away a little something from this. It's by far not my best track. Like, Silverstone in any shape or form is not my best track. But my times are decent. I'm starting to get used to it. And yeah, this should be a pretty decent lap for anyone wanting to learn something. Again, special thanks to Sam for showing us the alien lab because even I gotta learn sometimes, and Sam is a very good one to learn from. So I'll see you guys next week. I probably won't be there Sunday. Uh, and I have a race planned, but it might be LP3 champ. It might be, so we'll see. If I'm not there, have fun, race hard, race clean, and I'll see you next week.